when I saw this uplighting. Do you know what I mean? Where it shines up on the, the foundation and the 6 to 8 feet above the foundation of a house. A lot of us do downlighting, but uplighting is even more beautiful. And it's more of a designer touch. So what we are bringing you is a set of 6 in this super deluxe solar 10 LED disc. Basically, let me just break down. This has got the longest name ever. There's 10 LEDs per disc. You get 6 discs, and these are solar powered. So you don't use these indoors. These are just for outdoors. And the price goes away at the end of the day today. It's sale priced only till the end of the day. And that is $29.98, which is $8 less than our QVC price. I want to bring in Kylie Watts right away, because Kylie was telling me that we waited a long time to get these back in stock. They sold out several months ago. We just got them back in. David Venable had them like last week, and he sold so many of them, there's not many left. In fact, the only color we have left is black. But hey, that's probably a color that most of us want anyway. Hi, Kylie.
Hey, Mary Beth. Yeah, you got that right. We waited a full year. So last garden season, these flew out because people love the versatility of them. If you've never seen the Bell Howell disc lights, they're the first ones to bring them here to QVC, and they've got a small, compact footprint. But in the world of the Bell Howell disc lights, the Super Deluxe are the brightest. So you do have the 10 LEDs in here, and you can see, you can lay them flat like I have them down low. You can stake them in because we're going to include that stake with you. There's a keyhole in the back of them, so you can hang them on fence posts, mailbox posts, into planters, and the light is spectacular. So you can see when I turn this to me. In fact, Mary Beth, the only light that I have on me right now in my dining room is the Bell Howell disc lights. And the beauty of them is they mimic that low voltage light that you would pay thousands of dollars to have an electrician come in and install, but you don't have to have an electrician. You don't have any cost of ownership. They pull the power from the sun, and that's how they work. So they'll automatically go on when the sun sets, automatically turn themselves off when the sun starts to rise. And all you have to do is just pick a sunny location, turn them in the on position, and decide whether you want to stake them in, lay them flat, hang them up. And even though it's a black color, it is a stainless steel construction. So you don't have to worry about the elements. These will not rust, but they're going to give you that beautiful, warm, inviting uplighting that you spoke about. I'm
going to actually, I just want to let the camera know, I'm going to put it down here because you'll have light on the back of this one so you can see it all. There it is, Bell & Howell. You've got the on, off. It needs to be in the on position in order to gather the solar light from the sun. There's the 4 places right there where you would stick your stake right there, go in those holes. Here's that little keyhole that if you want to put a nail on something, then you can hang it if you want to. But I like what you were telling me about earlier, Kylie, and that is in all of the Bell & Howell regular solar lights we've brought to everyone here that watches QVC, these are the brightest.
They absolutely are. So they have the most LEDs, and there's 10 SMD LEDs inside of here. So that's a new LED technology. And the reason that they work so well, Mary Beth, is because you have a big oversized solar panel. So gone are the days of the solar lights that aren't bright enough. These are really warm lighting too. So they're warm, they're inviting. And that low profile silhouette means you can put these just about anywhere. Think about masonry. Even if you don't have a big garden, but you have a balcony, you could use these as well. And light truly is synonymous with safety. So if you have those areas of your home where maybe you want a little illumination, maybe it's around the pool, could be in the garden beds, it could be on the walkways, it could be up the staircases, just so people know where they're going. To pay someone to come in and put this kind of lighting in is a lot of money, but you get that same result, and you can put these in a matter of seconds.
And look at, you can mow the lawn right over them. But here's the other thing too. These are going to work in all kinds of weather, etc. But I will say this right now, this price is a sale price. You're saving $8.50 off of the QVC price right here today. That price goes up at the end of the day. And so if I were you, I'd be buying multiple sets because I love the look on that sidewalk that we saw on the video. It's like, oh my goodness, to have those even, on each side. They could be across from each other or kind of scattered. But I would buy 2 sets, maybe even 3 sets, because I'll tell you honestly, uplighting is so expensive, as Kylie said. It's really something that you typically see on the more expensive homes because they're the ones who can afford it. But this is for everybody. You're getting 6 of these. You're spending less than $30 for 6. That's $5 each. So for $5 each, you've got this very bright light. Look at that. See how bright that is? And that's going to look up. You know, it's not a spotlight, but it's going to look up towards a fountain, a foundation of a home, a mailbox, whatever it might be. It might even be a flag that you've got flying. So these are really amazing. Tell me just a little bit about Bell and Howell, because if we've never heard of them, we might not realize why we need to trust them.
Sure, yeah. So Bell Howell is a company that started in 1907. And back in the day, Mary Beth, they actually used to make projectors. So the 2 things you need for a really fantastic projector are a great lens and even better lighting to make that work. So they've been innovating for 115 years in this space. In fact, they're an award-winning company, and it's because of technology like this. It's all about versatility, right? We've all seen the solar lights where you've got to stake them in. They're kind of big, they're bulky. What Bell Howell created was a way for you to lay them flat. So you can see down low, they're just laying flat. So they can go on masonry, on hardscaping. You can stake them in because we're going to include that stake. The keyhole in the back allows you to put them on fences, mailbox posts. I've mounted them to my little wood planter right here. And then when I turn the light to me, I mean, you can see how warm, how inviting this light is. It's not going to blind you. It's not a spotlight, but it really does make a house a home. And then it will help illuminate those areas where maybe you need a little extra security. And because they're solar, no cost of ownership. They need to go in a sunny spot, of course. You turn them in the on position, and that's all you have to do. They'll pull the power from the sun. Mother Nature picks up the tab, and then you have that beautiful warm light from Bell and Howell.
I love these. I just bought some Bell and Howell lights like last month, and they're so good. On and off switch. I'm using the light from this one to show you the back of this one, because we have the lights down low. So there's your on-off switch. We'll show you. We'll come in close, and then you've got the 4 holes where you're going to put your stake. All right, there. So there's your on-off switch, the 4 holes for the stake. This one is where you can actually hang a hook, a nail, a screw, whatever, and pop that on it so that it doesn't have to use the stake. But that is so bright, I really couldn't even look into it. I had it in front of my face, and I had to close my eyes because it was so bright. So here's the thing. If you're going to get these, today is the day. We started with 2,600. 1,200 remain. And by the way, I'm just reminding you, we waited months to get these back in, and then David Venable got his hands on them last week and sold almost all of them. So the fact that you are seeing them right now is awesome, and you're getting a sale price, and that sale price goes up at the end of the day today. So think about where you might want these: backyard, front yard, side yard, whatever, driveway, on each side of the driveway. If people always say, I can't find your driveway, you know, make it look a little bit like a landing, strip. Won't really look like that when you've only got 6. But a lot of times if you want to get a second set or a third set, you should do it today while you're saving the money. And why will you have them? Black only. Kylie, thank you so much. Great to have you with us.
Thanks, Mary Beth. Good to see you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye now. All right, so those are going quickly. We've got another wonderful product for you, and it happens to be a way that you might want to plant those beautiful citronella geraniums that we showed you earlier, or maybe some